jour on this here video. How to land marketing clients. So, after the channel, I do talk about marketing, and it seems appropriate that I should be talking about once in a while, especially for freelance marketers, how to land marketing clients. So, well, there is one word that can make this happen for you, and that word is value. You want to demonstrate that your marketing service will deliver value to your client. Now, how can you do this? You can do this if you're a new marketing agency or a new marketer as a freelancer and you don't have any clients. Well, the first way to do it is to market something for yourself, or to do some marketing work for someone else, either pro bono or for just basically costs, if they will do it, and demonstrate to them that you deliver some value at little or no cost to them, and that it was worthwhile working with you on a project or a campaign or whatever, and start plugging away and get a few of those under your belt. And within a month, you could very easily demonstrate that you delivered some value to those companies, now, or even to yourself, by marketing any kind of product or service that you can market in that time. And you can do some quick Google research to find out which products are moving at the moment and begin to market them. So that's step one, is to build up a little portfolio of actual clients and companies that you've done some marketing work for. Well, what if you live in an area where you can't get many or any opportunities for marketing? There are some places, they may not even be rural, but they just may not be very in tune with marketing as a service, because they may be reliant upon national marketing campaigns from other companies far away. They may have other specialties that they focus on in that given area. You know, if you live in an area where most of the business is mining, for example, coal mining, or working in steel factories, or agrarian work, or other types of office work, medical, etc., they may not have a lot or even any marketing opportunities, right? It may be that life is pretty routine and they don't typically engage in marketing work in those areas. I can tell you that that is certainly something that is very real, and it's not always easy or even possible to find marketing work in a particular physical, geographical location. So, the answer is turn to the internet. Well, that may not be as easy as it seems, and it isn't. However, it is a tried and true method if you put in enough time and effort. And what you need to do is to have something like a little website. It can be, as deep as you want it, but it's basically a sales brochure. Now you can add a blog, so you keep posting regularly to it. You can add videos to it. You can add all kinds of other content to it, free tools, whatever. Things that show that your marketing agency offers some kind of value. And have your contact information so that people can contact you. And then you go on to LinkedIn and other sites like it, and you start contacting people. LinkedIn happens to be a particularly good website for B2B networking, and you start asking people if they need any help with marketing. But you don't blast it out in a spammy kind of way. You have to build the relationships and get to it eventually. And this can take time because people may not, and usually don't, respond very well to an initial message being, hey, I'm looking for a marketing client. First, they might want to get to know you a little bit, understand what you're about. If they see even that you're in marketing, etc., then they might have an interest, but they may not. However, they may be able to refer you to somebody who is looking for somebody to do some marketing work. And that is a very common practice these days in 2024 for marketers looking to do remote freelance marketing work or even to find a marketing job. However, there are also freelance marketplaces like Upwork, Fiverr, SEO Clerks, 99 Designs, all kinds of other marketing related sites where you can go online and sell your services as a freelancer. The only thing about that is those sites really, in many ways, are a race to the bottom. That is to say, you're competing with a lot of people for a particular job by people who live in countries, locations where the expected salary is far lower than what you're expecting maybe if you live in an industrialized country. What does that mean? It means that even if your services are actually fantastic, you may be undercut by somebody offering something similar, even if not as good, for less than half of your price. And so typically a buyer, especially if they're inexperienced at buying on those platforms, a buyer will go for the cheaper one. Now, smart companies already know that you don't always get the best results paying less money. But many companies or clients will go for the cheaper one because if they're individuals looking to build up their little startup companies using services like Fiverr or Upwork, etc., SEO Clerks, they may go for the cheaper one because they figure, well, let's see what we can get for, $5, $10, $100, $1,000 a month, whatever it is, rather than paying somebody a proper amount of money for a professional working in a Western industrialized nation. So, do I recommend using those sites? To some degree, yes, they are handy. Certainly be good for side gigs, especially while you're building up your portfolio of clients. However, that said, it's really hard to suggest to anyone to try to rely on that kind of income, especially if you don't live in a country where the salary expectations are much, much lower than they are in industrialized nations. If you happen to live in a country like India or Pakistan or someplace like that, then by all means, those types of free marketplaces may in fact be a great source of revenue for you because you can definitely earn more than the average person around you. However, if you live in a Western industrialized nation, it is very difficult to make ends meet on those gigs alone because it takes time to build up a reputation. It takes time to, and you do that by selling many gigs and getting many positive reviews. And not every gig will give you a positive review, even if you definitely deserve it. And any ding on your reputation can take you a long time to recover from, etc. Whereas if you're trying to just sell your services to actually clients who will pay you a working salary in whatever country you live in, then it is frankly easier, even though it may take a little bit more time, it is frankly easier to go for a bigger client. So again, build a portfolio of companies you've done some work for that you can show some kind of successful track record for, or positive testimonials or something from the client. Put it on a little website, add it in some way to your LinkedIn profile, that you run a freelance marketing agency, that you've done work for these clients, that they were pleased, etc. Try to get them to give you a testimonial on LinkedIn, because that's verifiable in the sense that it's linked to their profile. So anybody can click on your profile, see the testimonials, see that they're coming from real people at other companies. You know, they're real. It doesn't matter if they're startups. It doesn't matter if they're mid-sized companies, big companies. It matters that they give you positive feedback, right? The more you have of those, the better it can work for you in terms of landing marketing clients. And that is the key goal that we're talking about. How do you land more marketing clients? And how long can this take? Again, this depends on your ability and energy and efforts in networking, B2B networking, doing sales. Right? This requires online meetings, chats online, possibly Zoom meetings, Zoom calls, Google Meet, whatever it is, and possibly even phone calls. Maybe even some meetings face-to-face if the person is near your location. If they're not near your location, then online is obviously going to be ideal. And that is a pretty much surefire way to attack this particular challenge and to get at it and land the marketing clients that you're looking for. So how long can it normally take? Again, it depends, but it's certainly possible within a week or two, and some depending on the person, it can take months also. And so keep all those things in mind. I'll talk more about this in the next video. Cheers. Hey,